What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today I want to talk about something that is missing from your daily structure, your daily routine. I would encourage you to at least start out doing this one time per day when your symptoms come up, or whenever you're feeling anxious or having a panic attack, or you're having a bombardment of negative thoughts. We have a lot of things that help us cope with anxiety, and I'm all for that. We need to build momentum, right? Recovery is a momentum game. We have to have that routine. We need to have grounding, right? We need to have mindfulness. And I'm not telling you to abandon any of your routine or any of the things that you do, but I want you to insert a period of time during your day when you feel anxious or feel symptoms. And I believe this is going to get you to that 100% recovery, where you don't run away, or you don't jump up to distract yourself, or you don't have to use grounding, or you don't have to go for that run or that walk. You don't have to jump into that cold shower. Okay, and don't confuse this again. I just want to make this completely crystal clear. These are great things that are healthy, that are going to keep your stress down. You still need that structure and that routine throughout the day. But one time per day, start out with this, guys, and I'm telling you, things are going to get better. Practice sitting with your symptoms and letting go of control. Letting go of control, because you have to think about it. There still is a little bit of aspect of you trying to control your anxiety when you have to jump to a technique or a grounding, right? But for those of you that are wanting to get to that next level of recovery, to finally put a nail in the coffin on this, you have to start being able to sit with your symptoms, let them come in, invite them in, and then have a conversation with the sender, your subconscious, and let it know and give context that things are okay, things are safe. And this is why things are safe. Don't just say, I accept and things are okay. Why are things okay? Give context. Context is missing from so many of you. Tell your subconscious, develop that relationship. Why do I not have to get up and go for a run? Why do I not have to get up and take a cold shower? Because we're safe. These symptoms are not needed. These symptoms are not justified. And when you start this, it's going to be extremely uncomfortable. We have to be uncomfortable to grow. Remember that, right? But we're trying to establish trust. When you start doing this in the beginning, we got a plane going over. When you start doing this in the beginning, guys, your subconscious is not going to really care too much. It's not going to want to hear you. Why? Because you've had to go do other things to get rid of your anxiety, or you've responded in fear and have done nothing at all but complain or show fear to the symptoms. So your subconscious is like, what do you mean things are okay? What do you mean things are safe, right? Now I have to explain why things are okay, right? Because I'm just sitting in my backyard. You're sending me chest pain. I've been checked out 1,000,000 times. I'm good, right? And this is for any type of situation. It doesn't have to be chest pain or just health anxiety, right? I'm in the car. We're about to go on a trip. I don't have to get out. I don't have to. We're good. We're safe. I'm a good driver. We're going to get there okay. We're going to be fine. I've never had a heart attack in the car since it started. I always end up okay. I always wake up the next day. I always get there. You have to open up this line of communication to your subconscious, establish it, right? Give context, elaborate why things are okay. And you have to do it on a day-to-day basis. So I encourage you to keep your routine, keep your structure, and then one time a day for the next 2 to 3 weeks, okay? And then you want to increase on this, obviously, to where you're able to do this all the time while still having that structure and routine where you sit with your symptoms and you're okay with them being there. Let them in. In fact, invite them in. Hi, subconscious. Come on. Yeah, have a seat. I know you're poking at me with the chest pain. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to be the leader here. Right? That's your inner child is looking up to you, the older version, from a conscious perspective. I have to show my subconscious that things are okay. I got to be that leader. Why are things fine? Why are things okay? And we can't really do that, if you're wanting the full recovery, if you're having to go do a run or go right to exercise or go right to a cold shower or doing a breathing technique or grounding. And I don't want this to confuse any of you with me thinking that it's bad or anything like that. We have to start there. In fact, the first 2 to 3 to 4-ish years, that's what I was doing. And it got me to the point to where my anxiety was able to come down. It got my acceptance up a lot to where I could start doing this, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Please let that make sense. I want you to have that. If you are at rock bottom and you haven't been doing those things, you haven't tried grounding or mindfulness or exercise or cold water therapy or any of that stuff, whenever you have symptoms, then do that and then get to this level. But eventually, guys, if you want to fully beat this thing, you have to be able to have panic, have anxiety, have symptoms, and you actually just sit there and let it in, and you tell your subconscious and give context that things are going to be okay, that we are safe. These symptoms are not needed. I'm not about to jump up real quick and go do something. Tell me what's on your mind, subconscious. Let me know. Let me know. I'm going to be here. I'm going to try my hardest to remain calm. I'm going to try my hardest to have a rational conversation with you. And trust me, guys, things do get a lot better after that. I hope this video meant a lot to you guys. It's going to be a little uncomfortable when you first get started. Trust me, that's the point. There's no easy path to recovery. But trust me, guys, doing this once a day and increasing it, increasing the frequency and building momentum on top of momentum. Now we're doing it 2 or 3 times a day. And now I'm doing it, 4 or 5 days solid throughout the week. Eventually, you'll be able to do it all the time. But it'll get easier after that because the symptoms will start going away because the subconscious trusts you from you actually doing this form of exposure. Okay? So be consistent with it. Trust me, the process works. I beat this thing. If you want more help, guys, the description in the first pin comment has all my resources. My one-on-one coaching info is down there. My course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, that'll help you with your recovery process, give you the blueprint, the step-by-step process on how I personally beat anxiety disorder. There's links for online therapy, tons of stuff. So check that out if you're wanting more help. Please get help, all right? You don't have to go through this alone. But guys, I love you all, and until next time, keep fighting.